What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's your man Kill, Illadelph Steak Life.
Looking here.
Oh, I need to look up there. All right, my bad. So I'm looking at the camera, not that.
Yes.
Yeah, look directly into the Uchi.
Oh, look there.
Yeah.
Oh. Not you today, man. I can't do your jokes today while I'm fucking trying to do this shit, man.
Yeah,
Not to give it on. Wait until
I don't
jokes
turn this
afterwards.
off.
I know you
That's
don't.
what
That's the
it
fucking
is.
problem, man.
That's
All
what
right.
it is.
What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's your man Kill back for another day. See, you fucked me up, man. I was in the zone until you want to start cracking jokes, man, and now it's not going to end. All right. What's good, y'all? Y'all already know this. It's your man Kill from Illadelph Steak Life. Shout out to Rel and my man Gaz behind the camera. We in my city today, Philly. So y'all know it's going to be a special podcast. Plus, we linking up with Black Rasslin crew. Talk about it, bro.
It's your boy Cal. You know what it is, me and the brother fam. It's casual Monday on a what? It's Friday right now, but we in Philly. We had to get the homie.
Of course, SGG. I'm here from the Cheap Heat podcast. They said they were coming to Philly. They said they was eating steaks. I said I'm here. We said let's do it.
Well, that's the thing. You know what it is. There's gonna be a lot of black motherfuckers coming throughout to Philadelphia for Wrestlemania in Philly, April 7th, 8th, whatever the dates are. I know y'all want that cheesesteak. I know, and you know what we do. We like to eat. And we had to hook up with the homie. If you've been watching the Buffy, you already know how he get down. You need to be watching that Illadelph Steak Life for real. But we had to come to the source. We had to get Greg, because Greg is out here as well. And they're going to show you what these eats is about. We at the spot.
So, right now, we have my number one spot in Philly, John Roast Pork, here in South Philly. Snyder Ave, like Black Thor said, 7th for Snyder Ave. Not 7th, but still Snyder Ave. Yo, number one spot in here, the joints are bananas. So we're going to sit down with them. I've had this so much, I don't even need to eat no more. So today is going to be one of the few days that I'm not even eating anything. I am going to get a joint to take back home with me. But we're going to sit down with all of them to chop it up about how they feel about these joints. How you rating these again, fam?
Nah, for me, I'm gonna just rate it as an album. So, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure we ain't getting no Vanilla Ice albums in here. I need, you know what I'm saying? I need
You
this
think
to
I
be
would
official.
disrespect like
So,
that?
nah, but what makes this your number one?
Oh, God. Let's talk about that once after we get them.
Fair enough.
There you go. Because I'm going to see what you say. I want to see what this is. This is a ready to die spot right here.
That's a bold
This is
statement.
Illmatic.
That's
This
a
is
bold
Illmatic?
statement.
It's takes a nation of millions to hold us back right here, man. And this is just number one. Wait till I take you to my number 4 spot, Angelo's, around the corner.
Okay.
All right? Let's go going. Let's see what we got, bro. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times people who are from Philly make the mistake of not knowing how to order your cheesesteak.
Okay.
All right? I don't want to... We in South Philly. All right? There ain't no chopped cheese. This ain't oil, nigga. Yo, you go in. For me, salt, pepper, ketchup, extra fried onions, mayo. They got American or provolone here. They may have Cooper Sharp. I can't remember.
Sharp. Yo, what is? They got new cheese in Philly.
New cheese.
So what is Cooper Sharp?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
It's
but
like
it's only
cold
here in
because-
South Philly. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious.
It is delicious.
Let me explain something to you, man. I'm a Wiz. Okay. I've gone to Max's Steaks in North Philly and said, yo, I want Wiz. They said, we don't have no Wiz. I left. That's how much I care about Wiz. I don't even get Wiz ever since I've been put on the Cooper Sharp. It's Cooper Sharp the bus.
I gotta get Cooper Sharp.
Cheese whiz shit.
What happened?
He said you tripping with this cheese whiz.
Everybody said, here's the thing about Wiz. I've lived here my whole life. I have walked the streets with people. Like, let's say me and fam have known each other since 7th grade. He's seen me order Wiz every day and never said anything until 2023. I didn't get the memo where Wiz just got played out in
a wrap.
2023.
Right.
Now niggas want to act like I'm bugging and I've been eating Wiz my whole life. Nobody's ever said anything to me. Gad is smiling because he thinks I'm bugging. No,
So it's not
Wiz
new.
has been around since day one.
Right.
They made the
It's
Wiz
the original.
because it was
That's,
like
that's what
quick.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
wait. That's
Yeah.
the OG.
That's the OG.
You sure?
Well, I mean, American is the OG. It's the original.
I'm about to call
But ain't
It's the original. But
About to
Wiz,
Wiz just liquid American?
I don't know what Wiz is. That's why most people don't like it. I don't know what it is. It's cheese in a jar. Shit tastes good. I don't know what it is.
Look, it look like it's like
It's different things.
Like
All you
regular cheese,
understand-
American is the
all you need to
Coke.
understand when it comes to
Like
cheese
American
steaks,
is the Coke.
they call it whiz because it's magical. Now let's go get.
Alright, but I'm just
I like
making
that.
sure. So salt, pepper,
Salt,
y'all
pepper,
break
ketchup.
salt, pepper, ketchup,
Mayo,
mayo, fried onions,
fried
what
onions.
kind of cheese? So again,
Cooper Sharp.
just think about those
Yeah, I need
things
Cooper Hut.
and be able to spit it just like that.
Salt, pepper,
This is
ketchup,
like trying to
mayo.
kick game to a girl. Get the game in your head, then spit it.
Get your rap right
Yeah,
before you
get
get
your
up
rap
to
right.
it.
Exactly.
And again, I'm only co-signing steak. That's it. All right, I'm just letting people know.
Cuz want shrimp.
Keep waiting if you want. I told him that. Play around if you
Cuz
want.
want shrimp on this shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody recording?
Yeah.
Hey, you want something? Like, you want something?
I think we all rock with you getting. We're getting the same thing, right?
Okay, so
Everybody getting the same thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nah, I order my own.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm getting 6.
is there a Where's Buffy account or something?
No, I got
You pay for it?
Yeah. We
God
getting
damn,
6 on that, and we not
Okay,
sponsoring
Marlo.
none of this.
Okay, Marlo, I appreciate you.
We ain't sponsoring none of this.
All right, I can sell that.
I've never heard of it. Sure. I never heard of it outside of here.
Are we in time? Make sure we got a table?
What's going on, baby? It's Kel, man. It's Math Man from Philly. So you ain't doing the Wiz, man?
I mean, other than that, man.
But you do know that was like the OG right after the American. Back in the day, way back with Pasagenos when they first started, they were doing the Wiz back in the 40s and 50s.
Like I said, Kyle might know because I haven't heard anything about this.
I seen it on.
I ain't saying it ain't nasty. I'm just saying it's the original. I like it. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Yeah, they did that because it was easy to make. It was easy to put the cheese on. The Wiz made it quicker. So that's why they started going to the Wiz. And that was like back in the 40s and the 50s. And that was down here in South Philly. What part of Philly you from? Okay. Oh yeah, I know Ye. Will, Jeff, all them dudes from out there. Yeah, I'm from Uptown. I'm from 79th No Guns. Yeah. Not like Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, all them boys. They was from out past Yaden and everything. So yeah, I definitely understand. But nah, I feel you.
I know Gilly Cousins.
Okay.
Fred. I know all of them.
Oh man, you gotta come to the right place. See, I got math at the right spot right now today. But the funny thing is, this is my #1 spot in Philly and South Philly, and they don't even have Wiz. I ain't having no clear. I told him it still was an OG. He said it's nasty though.
He said you're mad. That's what. He said you're mad.
But here's the wild part. I was like, what part of Philly you from? He like, oh, I'm from right outside.
We got him.
There you go. Yeah, you
I feel you from. He like, well, I'm from right outside. I'm like,
That's funny.
okay, see, that's.
So he voided.
I'm just saying, dog, you not from Philly. Like, you from Yaden. Like, that's not Philly. I don't want no smoke. You know how Philly be like, yo, Kobe may be the GOAT, and we like, nah, that nigga from Lower Merion. That's not Philly. Like, we don't even accept the GOAT. No.
Y'all ain't taking Kobe?
No, he's not from Philly. He's from Lower Merion.
Nah, y'all tripping.
Same way DC boys. They don't claim Kevin Durant. They be like, he from Sea Pleasant.
They don't claim Kevin Durant.
No.
Yeah, DMV boy.
Go to Southeast. Go to Southeast and be like Kevin Durant.
That's the first time.
Nah, but because I heard he from Montgomery County.
It's a different story.
Now look, one of the biggest things about cheesesteaks is the weight test. So what I'm gonna do is pass this around. There's 6 steaks. I'm gonna pass it around. Let y'all feel the weight of this.
Now, if I sit here and say that thing heavy, I mean, nobody gonna say pause.
I'm gonna say
Nobody gonna say pause.
I'm from Harlem. I'm gonna say it.
No, I'm pause. They hold it there.
That's like a baby. That's like a little baby. There you go, Brad. Be careful.
Yeah, no, that is heavy.
That's not a little baby. That's a mid-sized sedan right there.
You can't hold this without holding from the bottom. It's gonna fall. So it's one of the things I always tell people. The first thing you do is the weight test. How does it feel to you? All right. Maybe you didn't want ketchup, but they did ketchup on the side great. You didn't want onions, so we just gotta find the one with no onions. They should tag it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to lick. All I had to cook. All I had to cook.
Sparkman, like one of these shouldn't have onions. So if you don't, people who want ketchup.
Onions.
Yeah, I'm good right
Onions. All right,
Onions, yeah.
close that one back.
Bread, trade.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, this ain't.
What's that, onions? Onions. All right.
Maybe.
Perfect, maybe. Maybe they all have.
Hopefully they all don't have like
Let's see.
I feel like this doesn't have onions. Unless I can't see.
Yeah, I don't see onions.
I don't know.
That ain't no onion. That's no onion.
This one does?
It should.
Are you allergic to onions?
No, I just hate them.
So just fucking.
Alright.
Get this
All
right
right,
here.
Maryland, what's going on?
I feel like I'm the tour guy, so it's with.
So a Maryland cheesesteak trash?
What happened?
A cheesesteak in Maryland, it's
Not
trash?
trash. Not at all. It was a spot that used to be over on Greenmount. I forgot the name of it back in like the early 90s that I used to always go to. So
Okay.
they not trash at all.
No, that's real good.
What's up, man? It's good? All right. That's what it is.
God damn.
Uh-huh.
Is that's that Cooper Sharp?
No.
It's Merc.
Yeah, that's mine.
This is good. I see a lot of head nodding.
There's nothing on.
Oh, I say no ketchup, no nothing.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good. My man Mental put me on to that.
What?
Stop getting ketchup on your steak. Just let the meat speak for itself. Go ahead
Pause.
and say it.
I mean, I'm a flagrant though. I mean,
Go ahead and say it. It's all good.
Let the meat speak
That
for
was good.
itself.
That was good.
I'm lying in the 90s.
No, that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
That was my line in the 90s.
That's hilarious. Wildin'. This shit is hitting.
You enjoying it, man?
No. No. This was good.
Man?
No, she official. 4 ingredients is all you need, right?
Huh?
Cheese, steak,
That's it. You don't need no
good bread.
Nothing
I'm about to say
else.
there's something with this bread though.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a seated and non-seated?
The seated joints, and this is new to me because this is more of a South Philly thing. I'm from uptown where we use Amoroso rolls. Those were like the stand-alone thing. Like, if it wasn't Amoroso, we wasn't feeling it. So when my man moved down South Philly, I was like, yo, I don't know about these seated rolls, but from this first bite, I'll take a seated roll over Amoroso now, which is crazy to say, but
It's different. It's got a different,
Yeah.
different little hit of flavor to it.
you ain't like Amoroso?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
The lady? I thought you were talking about the lady.
Sesame seeds add a-
You don't even know what it is.
Oh, Lord.
Told y'all I wouldn't do y'all wrong. Greg, what about you, bro? You ain't saying nothing.
No, I was telling Cal off to the side. The sesame seeds add a perfect little hit of flavor that you're not gonna get from a seeded roll. There's no way to replicate that. So I think that answers Mimi's question perfectly. I said earlier, all you need is 4 ingredients: the steak, the cheese, the bread, and the onions. But that sesame seed is the hidden 5th ingredient that adds a lot of flavor to it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nigga, you gotta
You
eat
can't
after
replicate
this?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking y'all somewhere else, yeah. That's why I said probably just eat half and take the other half home. And
go.
then get the other
I'm coming
spot.
back. I'm coming back when we leave that.
Okay.
I'm coming back.
All right.
Well, we definitely gonna be coming back during WrestleMania weekend because 2300 Arena is right
Literally right
there. It's a stone's throw. They have tons of shows happening for 2300 Arena. You want to get here early though, because like my man said, they make their own bread. They're gonna have steak, but if they run out of bread, you're not getting a sandwich. So if you plan on going to 2300 to see any one of those shows, come here and get one of these before the show.
You think?
Before the show, because it's not gonna be here for you after the show.
You think Sabu and Rob Van Dam was eating these before they was...
They had to. They had to.
They walked up the street and was like, you know what I mean, before I jump off this chair, let me go ahead and
This
get
place has been around since 1930. I know we talk bad about a hot dog and a
That's
handshake after your match. But I'll take the cheesesteak and the handshake after.
Yeah,
CWC.
cheesesteak and a handshake
This
might
is,
be the
this
name
is
of the episode.
fantastic.
1930.
Yeah.
Selling cheesesteak.
Well, really, it's also a roast pork sandwiches too, which are good. You know,
Have you had the roast pork?
yeah.
What's
Oh my God. Yo, everybody, it's my man Malik right here. It's Gad.
Right.
Ray, Mav,
Indeed.
Fam, and Cal. It's my man. This is the guy right here who put me on everything in South Philly. He's the one who put me onto this spot. That's why I say he had to be on this episode, because he's responsible. Yeah, he's responsible for this. He doing better though?
Oh, we doing
Okay, good.
mountain slice.
Yo, this Midnight Marauders. So I've heard, you know, before Midnight Marauders, I had heard hip hop, but like I ain't had this. Like this is different. Like I don't know if I want one of them goddamn home stinks now.
No, I'm rating this out of Roman Reigns main events, man. I'm going from Undertaker to Cody Rhodes. And this is the Cody Rhodes right here. This is Roman versus Cody right here. This is the best that has ever been. Today, we're rating them out today. Because if I gotta do the best I ever had, then that's gonna be an extended episode. You're gonna have to pull them back and you're gonna drive them all around Philly, different neighborhoods. But
It's not gonna fall over.
What's up, Brad?
no.
Maybe roll weed.
The other thing you gotta check out is the cheesesteak.
I want to check that. You been there?
I've been there. I went there on Monday.
This month is dope.
It's good. It's not good. It's very good.
What you saying, Greg?
Now, he's rating this out of albums.
Oh yeah. So yeah, now we gotta sit down and look at this.
Midnight.
Midnight Marauders?
Yes.
So that's 5 mics.
Correct.
Okay, Matt.
I went there.
How would you rate this as an album, as a hip hop album?
Oh, this one. Pardon me, I'm sorry. This is OC.
OC, Word Life,
Jules.
or Jules?
This Jules. OC Jules.
All right, Mimi.
Reasonable doubt.
So this is the album. This is an album. This is a cheesesteak that nobody never heard of before.
We didn't.
And they came back and said they liked
We
it.
ain't know this place.
Ask me what you just asked me.
Angela have Wiz.
Angelo does have Wiz. You will be good to know that. The funny thing, my man Malik right here, who don't want to be on camera, when he sent me here, I wasn't even going to eat it because I was like, yo, I want Wiz. And they was like, oh, we don't have Wiz. And I was about to walk out.
Well, that's what happened, and you ordered me the cheesesteak anyway. That's what I just did. You
Right.
just ordered it anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want American. Oh, I'm sorry. But how was it, though? But it's still reasonable doubt.
It was good.
Okay. Did I?
It's good. No.
Okay.
Did not disappoint.
All right, cool. It didn't disappoint.
Like the seeds, I feel like the Wiz does the same thing.
It comes. See, that's what I like about Wiz, and a lot of people front on it, but I feel like the Wiz and the mayo almost make its own sauce too. You know what I mean? So for me, that's why I love Wiz so much, because it kind of combines. And most people don't do that. Greg, you're on it. You're talking about how all these things connect. It's like a good hip hop album. Cal said it. Ghost to Ray, going back and forth. All these things need to come together to make a dope cheesesteak. So it's just like making a dope album, you know? So, yeah, but I'm going to get you Wiz, and you will be pleasantly surprised by Angelo's. I can't wait. And they have Cooper Sharp. You can even get a triple cheesesteak. You can get American, Cooper Sharp, and Wiz.
See, she's not ready for that. She's not ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
But I want to
We
take
might
you.
have to. We might have to.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We might have to.
Listen. No, I mean, listen, I'm always a believer of like do the things, right?
Uh-huh.
We're in Philly. I know. I mean, it's 2 hours up the road, but you have to do something different.
Thanks.
So we up the road. You mind? Somebody's got to do it.
Gotta do triple cheese, bro.
Might well.
My arteries can't do it. But, I mean, y'all a lot younger than me, so you know what I mean. Y'all gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? But Angelo's be dope, and then also their pizza is amazing too.
Yeah.
Their pizza is really bananas, so y'all definitely gonna enjoy that. And we get to ride past the tourist spot. You know what I mean? Pat's and Gina's. So if you want to jump out and get some footage of what I wouldn't eat if they gave me free cheesesteaks for the rest of my
Let's
life,
absolutely do
we
that.
could definitely do
I was
that.
gonna say the key words is ride past, because if you come here for WrestleMania, you do not
Don't
want
go
to
to
be
Pat and
caught
Gino's.
at Pat's or Gino's. At least not with a cheesesteak. If you're gonna do like we do, stop, give it the thumbs down, tell other people to not go, then do that. But if I see you getting cheesesteak at Pat's and Gino's,
And this coming from a Harlem boy.
yeah.
And even he knows.
Because we know Fly, it's the flyest place in the universe, man. But Pat's and Gino's, oh.
Nah.
The one thing that brings Philly and Harlem together is that we don't fuck with Pat's and Gino's.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro.
They have this tab thing.
I think you be doing your podcast shit. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You gotta get Quay on your hip hop joint.
I told Quay anytime he wants to, bro. It's open door. All Quay gotta do is hit.
That is disgusting.
I think you can have my water.
We every Thursday we ride.
Every Thursday except Thanksgiving and Christmas, nigga.
Doing the height of the
Cuz I'm ready going in
underground.
on this
Philly
Philly
shit.
I did.
So like, me,
I'll put this in the car, yo. I'm not gonna risk it.
he was here. He was
It is, but we got another cheesesteak.
That's what I'm saying. We got to go on to a whole nother spot.
he was here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He gonna have to move on the way home.
And drinking.
Matt, you eat Matt,
There's a power man and all
you
that.
eat the second half too?
Yeah.
What about Angelo'S?
See?
I'm a grown man.
See? All right. All right. Tonight, my stomach hurt.
I know exactly.
I can't make it
Irish
out.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Irish goodbye.
Be locked down for real.
This bread is fire.
The bread is amazing.
It's the bread. It's the
It's
bread.
the bread.
This is good. It's the bread.
The bread, the seasoning,
The
and
cheese.
yeah.
Okay. Don't close up on my sandwich.
All right. So, y'all the official podcast for Black Wrestling and everything. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, the question I got. Now, for me, once hip hop kind of got into my veins, because I used to love wrestling from like 82 to probably 87, that was it. But then when hip hop got in me, I kind of like dipped off. You know what I mean? I'm old, so I'm looking at Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware,
Right.
You know, like them boys. Where are we at now with black folk in wrestling?
Oh, what?
This is our era.
You saw the bus. It'd be black people on the bus. I mean, whether it's Bianca Belair, whether it's Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, they're about to light it up this WrestleMania weekend as well.
Naomi, Mercedes Moné.
It's not a shortage of black folk. It's just making sure that they put black folk in. But they all pandemic. It was all champions.
Yep.
You know, it's not like they not winning. It's took it a while for it to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the difference is now it's like when you said it was the one or the two, like the dude with the bird,
Right.
or the dude with
Right.
the chain,
Right.
or the dude from the islands that lost every time. Shout out SD Jones. It was always the one. Now there are like varied. There's a bunch of different representations of black people, and I think we started with the New Day, and what they did a few years back, and then
Now, what's the New Day? Is
So
that
the
a
New
tag
Day,
team?
New Day is you remember the Freebirds?
Yeah.
So this is it's a black version where it's three guys and they would in a like two guys, whatever combination of the two would wrestle the match, and two of them became world champion.
Yeah.
Right, and they saw that a black world champion could work, and I think it from there went up. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of representation now. It's all kinds of, you know what I mean? It ain't just the one.
And the beautiful thing about it too it's like it wasn't just like the black wrestlers, but for the black people. It felt like everybody galvanized and everybody supported these black wrestlers. You see little white girls with the long Bianca Belair ponytail.
Yeah.
You see white kids with the glow for Naomi. You know, people going up for Sasha Banks, like Mercedes Moné, I should say. All this black talent hasn't just been put in the box of black wrestler. Like, they are black people, they are wrestlers, but they get to be so much more now in this era. I think it's amazing.
Now, what do you think changed that? Was it like you said, the pandemic? Where was it able to flip that switch from just one and two, like you said, the one with the bird, the one with the chain, to now everybody being more accepting of it?
I mean, just the one, taking the chance on the one that can be more than the smiley black guy or the strong black guy. Like when you started seeing different images. Xavier Woods has a whole gaming channel from just being a wrestler.
Right.
And so it's like all these gentlemen, they not just the the whatever stereotype you have nuanced black people, and having nuanced black is way different than what we ever had.
All right. No
Yeah,
doubt.
I would say it ebbed and flowed a little bit because I would take it back to even The Rock, right? When The Rock was, he was what some people would say was the number one guy. You say he was number two, but it was him and Austin. They carried the company through what people were saying was the best era. And I think with The Rock being a black man, being one of the two people that they counted on to carry the company, that I think opened up the doors for like a Booker T and a King Booker, who was also extremely popular. A Mark Henry and the World Championship, also extremely popular when he had it. And now, like you said, it's just no shortage of black talent. So it feels like everybody is getting a run and everybody's making it to the top.
Facts.
What do you think changed with The Rock? Because when he first got to WWF, he was Italian or whatever he was trying to be.
I didn't know he was black. Like, I mean,
His
I
daddy's
ain't-
black.
Nah,
Yeah.
But nobody knew that though.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that. at the time.
I gotta disagree with that, right? Because when the Rock showed up, his name was Rocky Maivia, and he made a point to say the Maivia comes from my grandfather, the Rocky comes from my father. He had a match where his father even came out. He was getting his ass whooped. His father came out and saved him. You see a black man rushing down to save his son on WWF TV at the time.
Shit rare.
There's no mistaking that he's a black guy.
Oh no. I think for me, I mean, for like just the casual watcher who didn't see that, I think we thought The Rock wasn't black.
So look,
But
when
hold
his father
on.
came down,
But that's
he
what I'm
had the
saying.
family reunion
But for the
shirt like he just got off the grill.
casual
even
watcher,
after
I didn't
that-
see that.
But even
you
after
see what I'm
that, right?
saying? It's like, you know what I mean? Like you know how these Jones be, Kim Kardashian be like, I'm black.
But
like,
even
no,
after
you're
that,
not.
but hold
You
on,
know
but
what I
see,
mean?
black in
even after that, right? Even after that, you got the pin. Show him the pin, right? The Rock joins a group called the Nation of Domination. They're wearing those are their colors exclusively. Kente print, kufis. The Rock
in the
is
air.
in that group. Yeah, fists in the air. The Rock is not only in that group. At one point, he becomes the leader of the group, and that's another 3 or 4 years of his career. The first 3 or 4 years of his career, I would say. And then after he leaves the Nation of Domination, he's got the gold chains. He got the Versace shirts. He's in videos with Wyclef. He spends the first.
I mean,
I would say-
Wyclef, like, bro, you said it like he was in the new Nas video.
No,
Like,
but listen, it's still rap. It's mainstream
I know
rap.
what you said. I know what you said. I know what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said.
they have to make it palatable, but it's like
But this is dope. The
he
reason
spends
why,
the first half of his career as a black man, unmistakably. Then he gets the Samoan tattoo, and then that's what people see, and they say, "Well, he's not representing for us." But it's like, I think he did his just due for us. as
No.
black people.
And here's the thing. It's no knock on The Rock, because again, I'm the casual. I didn't know any of the stuff
Right.
you just said. So that's why I said for the casual fan, I wouldn't have thought he was black. So it's dope to hear he was down with all that
Fact.
stuff. So for you're saying The Rock kind of spawned maybe being able to get to this place where we are right now.
Yeah, and I was like I said, it ebbed and flowed, right? Because after The Rock goes away, some of that goes away. There's not really that much black talent that get as high as he had. But now, you know, Bianca Belair is one of the faces of the company.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
facts.
she's a black woman that's just, I would say, dominating the industry.
All right. Y'all got me about to start tuning back into wrestling.
That's what happened. Bianca hit that Royal Rumble, and it was little black girls on timeline like, "Oh, who is that?" And I'm watching wrestling because of that woman right there. And the thing is outside of all of this, you can't deny the talent. Like, you can't deny a Bianca Belair. You can't deny a Carmelo Hayes or any of these people. They're too good on the mic. They're too good in the ring. And at some point, they got to have the title because who's going to beat them?
Right. And I think what you said is so important because it is something about seeing somebody who looks like you.
100%.
You know what I mean? So that, I'm sure, brings in even more people. So who is the dopest black wrestler right now?
See, it's a fight.
It's a
'Cause
fight? You said,
Listen,
Mimi said
this
Lenny?
they're scared to
many.
answer the question. I'll say it for me. You heard her name already. You heard his name already. Bianca, Carmelo. Those to me are the top 2 black wrestlers. They're my favorites. I love everything they do. Every time they're on the screen, they're captivating. The whole presentation is perfect. They are just built for this industry. And what I mean by that is, like we was talking about the cheesesteaks, they have every single thing down. And it all
And Matt still eating.
Still
and
eating
it
the
all
cheesesteak.
still every ingredient. Every ingredient.
I'm sorry. This shit is delicious.
Like little sesame
What do you want
seeds
from me?
roll.
Right.
It matters and it works and it's perfect. So I would say those 2. And that's not a knock on anybody else.
No.
But he asked the hard question.
Right.
I'm from Harlem, man. We say it. Bianca, Carmelo. Love Trick, Piece to Trick, peace to everybody, New Day, all of that. But if I had to pick two as my top two, Bianca, Carmelo.
Who's
So-
yours?
I'm gonna be a little different because we talked a bunch of WWE.
Yeah.
But the cool part about wrestling is there's a real hip hop element to it now, so you can get backpack, right? So the independent wrestling scene has been it's been really big since the pandemic. After everybody came back, and you're seeing folks that really that's where they're getting. That's the feeder system.
Okay.
That's the G League. So you get folks like Suge Dunkerton, right? Who is
Let me ask you this real quick, because when I was growing up, you had WWF, NWA, AWA, and wherever the Von Erichs were. I think that was like
WCCW.
WCCW.
Yeah.
So WWF was like 92Q.
yes, yes,
AWA and NWA, and the other one was like 889 Strictly Hip Hop.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that where are we at now? So is WWE still 92Q
Yes.
and these other joints are?
So and it's a hierarchy because
Yeah.
there's WWE, then there would be AEW, which
Okay.
would be like the the 889, and then it's your independent pirate radio station. I mean, you still have a version of NWA, but the indies are really like feeding a lot of these folks and a lot of these, So if you watch, listen, you can walk down the street and see your favorite wrestler and then be like, hold on, you just was eating at John's Rope,
Okay.
and now you up the street, at the ECW Arena, and you having your match. And I'm assuming that's what used to happen back in the day.
Oh hell yeah! Probably right out here they probably started fighting.
I sure hope so.
He started rumbling right here.
Why not? Why not? Well, they was fighting out there to bring the fight on down here.
No, I'm sorry I cut you off. So you were saying in the different
So-
places who.
So Suge Dunkerton is the Pan-African Diaspora Champion, which is a exclusively black champion.
Yes.
Wow.
The belt, if I send you the image so you can throw it in the.
It's Africa
It's-
on the belt.
Yeah, so red, black, and green champion is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And his predecessor, Trisha Dora, repped it before him. And I think for what it is we do, I think they're two of the most important. Maybe not the best, but two of the most important.
All right. And Cal, what about you?
Damn, I guess I gotta go different, huh? I'm gonna go with the people talking about right now. Mercedes Moné, if we want to talk about 88.9 and the real hip hop, she was the star in WWE that said, you know what, I'm not in y'all system. I'm gonna start my own Rockefeller. I'm gonna do whatever hip hop indie label you want. She's trying to do that now in AEW, and once she starts cooking, it's gonna be a problem. And the other guy, Trick Williams, that's whoever you got right now, he's about to be that guy. It was probably going to be a year, maybe even sooner. There's no other wrestler who got people chanting, whoop that trick in the arena. They don't even know what's going on. They just know they rock with this man. He got his dreads, and he looked like somebody you seen playing football a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? He feel like somebody that feels homegrown, and then he gets in that ring, and it's magic. You can't deny it. It's undeniable talent.
Yo, I have not wanted to watch wrestling more than I want to watch
Kill
wrestling.
about to go to Wrestlemania. Why?
I want to. Now you guys got me. I
And
can
listen,
wrestle.
you heard me mention Carmelo Hayes. You heard him mention Trick Williams. They got a match coming up
Yep.
WrestleMania weekend.
Saturday, yeah,
So
Saturday.
before WrestleMania, NXT Stand and Deliver. That's the perfect time for you to get back in, because it's a blood. It's like Bloods and Crips now with Trick and Mello.
Facts.
What?
Facts,
Yeah, you definitely want to see
Now,
that.
back in my day, WrestleMania, it was the big match, Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Does it still work like that? Who's the headlining match this year?
So the biggest innovation in pro wrestling over the last 5 to 10 years is WrestleMania is 2 nights now.
Oh wow!
So there's a main event each night, and this year is the first year where the main events intertwine. So the first night you have
Tag team match.
tag team match.
The Rock, who we spoke about earlier, with his cousin on the Samoan side, but
Hold up, Rock is wrestling.
The Rock is wrestling.
He's coming
He
back.
done came back from acting.
Yeah, he came back to
It's the
team up
second
with
time
his
he did
cousin,
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roman Reigns.
Right or straight?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. But The Rock came back to team up with his cousin Roman Reigns. They're gonna face Cody Rhodes, son of the
son.
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes' son.
Dusty's
son.
Oh man, now you know you old as hell
The
with
man by the name
the
of
sons wrestling. Dusty was old when I was 10. So
Yeah.
God, I'm old, but okay.
Yeah, so that tag match, and then if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win, then he gets a straight up one-on-one match against Roman Reigns for the big championship. If they lose, then The Rock, Roman, and all the cousins. It's too many to name.
It's
We'll
too
be here
many.
We'll be here into the next day if we name all the Samoans that could.
Don't
compete in
forget
that match.
Handbone and no eye. Handbone, he the one that wear the shoes. He the one that
He's the
actually
one that
put
actually
the
has
shoes
shoes on. It's a shame.
But yeah, so that's night 2's.
That's night 2.
Cody
All right.
Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
My favorite title back in the day was the TV title, Arn Anderson. Does that still exist anymore?
No, but you don't really need a TV title, right? Because
Everybody's on TV.
right, and that was the thing with the TV title, right? Back in the days, they wanted you to come to the shows. They wanted you to come to the arena. So you might see an interview of the champion. He might come out with whatever he's wearing, but he's carrying that belt. And if you want to see me, I'll see you this Saturday at the Garden or whatever.
This
right?
dude just went right in the character, right on
how they
stage.
do.
He literally went right in the character.
If you want to see me, you gotta catch me this Saturday at the Garden. So they drove you to go to the arenas to see that
Right.
title belt. You'll watch a TV and you'll get a sense of what's happening when you get to that arena and know who you're supposed to cheer for, who you're supposed to root for.
Right.
But you really didn't get to see the champion until you got to that arena.
Right.
So the TV belt was for everybody who maybe they couldn't afford whatever the ticket was to be at the arena, and they still want to see a championship match.
Right.
You don't really need that anymore because now the champion, the world champion, might appear on regular TV, might even have a match on free TV. And so the TV title, they're all TV titles now.
Okay.
You'll see the tag champs, you'll see the Intercontinental champ, you'll see the world champion, you'll see
Oh, they
the
still got
women's
the
champion.
Intercontinental belt?
Yeah.
That was my man Ricky Steamboat right there.
Tito Santana. Tito Santana.
That was my nigga.
They said WrestleMania 3.
So unfortunately, it's RIP to the TV title, but
Oh, I thought you were about to say Tito died.
no. the TV title.
Right. I said, oh shit, not Tito.
He's a what? Is he? Tito's a teacher in Jersey.
Word?
Of what? Spanish?
Shut up, Cal. This nigga-
Yo,
He a gym
You
teacher.
ever seen Standard
He a wrestling coach.
He might be the math teacher.
He the wrestling coach.
Oh my God.
Just ask a question.
Okay.
Just ask a question.
That's good. That's good. All
Just ask a
right.
question.
That's some good footage, man.
I got a question.
What?
Who was your man's when you were watching wrestling?
Oh man, for me it was the Road Warriors.
Ah.
To me, the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, and Precious Paul Ellering was just like.
still around.
He's got a team now.
He just came
he's-
back from
He's still alive?
gotta be 85.
What he doing? He does the old man
No,
thing.
not
You
only-
know, the old
Paul
dude.
was old when I was 9.
Anything
His
great, he
daughter's
cut out.
wrestling.
Okay.
Really?
You don't know how old he is.
Okay.
But if you got Google,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Road Warriors were my people. I mean, Rock and Roll Express.
yes,
The Rock and Roll
United
Express.
they still.
The Freebirds.
They might have a match in Philly this weekend. I mean,
yeah.
the Rock and Roll
Express.
Yo,
They still
Rick-
wrestle.
Yo,
They-
Robert Gibson, bless his heart. It's cocked like a pistol. I don't know. It started loosening up over time or something. I don't know. I seen Robert Gibson. I said, oh no.
That's crazy. Who else do I love? I love Magnum TA.
Okay.
You know, the car accident. You know.
Yeah.
I liked all the ringers.
The Ringers.
SD Jones.
Yeah.
Tony Garea.
Jobbers. You talking about the jobbers.
The Jobbers.
The whack dudes.
Stay your heart broken. Stay your heart broken.
Yeah, y'all got me watching wrestling, man. I can't wait.
We almost might got sent him a playlist.
I could do that.
What's the playlist?
Like just a list of matches.
Okay, yeah,
Like people to. Cause this nigga's doing.
Dope black wrestling since Ricky Steamboat was in the game. It's a lot.
That's my favorite wrestler of all time. by the
Steamboat
way.
was black?
No.
I would.
That's his whole life up.
Yeah, y'all put me on to something new.
Nah. But no, it has. It's been the last like We've been rocking with this pod for like 7 years.
Really?
It's been like the last 10 years when it's really been shifting.
Have you noticed any growth in like black people in wrestling when West Side Gun started?
I think he was of the people that were old school fans.
Right.
I don't know if he's expanded. His audience kind of still looks at wrestling as weird niggas. Like, y'all niggas still watch wrestling?
But it's funny though because he's a fan, so
Yeah.
you can't take it out. Like it's not going to be a time where he's not going to name a song after a wrestler, where he's going to be at ringside. He's got his show. Matter of fact, I forget where it is, but he's got his first a show that's related to wrestling during Wrestlemania, and I believe it's sold out.
Yep.
And he's got a
Damn.
pop
Oh,
up.
it's a show down here?
It's him. Alchemist is going to be there. It's like a bunch of people, but the tickets already. It's
No,
Friday.
son, we've been running into West Side Gun the last 2 years. Like running into him, like walking by, like how he is right now. It'd be him and Smoke Diz always together.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Be fans for real.
So you know, Greg
Yeah, cause Smoke This is
is
wrestling.
co-host with Rosenberg.
Oh,
on the
that's
Wrestling
cool.
Pod.
Oh, okay.
That's the pod they
Yeah.
do together. Yeah.
Rosenberg from Hot 97?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
That's
didn't know
his
he was
man,
in the
yeah.
wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He
Heavy.
works with WWE.
Yeah.
He be doing their programming and whatnot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I had no idea. So how did he link up with y'all?
Well, we've been going back and forth for years.
Yeah, we just knew Greg. Well, because the thing is when we got together, it's kind of like it was other black folks that was doing it, but it was only so many, so we kind of just all networking, and we had Greg on the pod like maybe the first year.
Yeah.
And we just been cool ever since. But yeah, him and Rosenberg have been doing Cheap Heat for a while. They were at ESPN
Yep.
for a minute.
Oh, okay.
And then they're at the Ringer now, but they've been doing that for a while as well.
That's dope. That's dope.
It's a small world. You know,
What was it called after ESPN? Because it was Grantland on ESPN, right?
It was Grantland. They when they left ESPN, that's when they started the Ringer.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But it was small. I mean, it wasn't podcasts like that from the beginning. But they blew it up, and then when they went with Spotify, that kind of solidified it all. I told Mimi where y'all parked. I don't know if she's gonna try to do the same. She wanted to, but I don't know where she at right now.
Y'all didn't ride together?
No, we did, but she dropped me off because we couldn't find a spot.
What was the spot?
Yeah, right.
It was when we pulled around and saw y'all parking over there.
That's
we
why I
had-
wasn't there.
We had just pulled from around, so yeah, it's like everything opening up randomly.
That's how I be. I guess
Yeah.
we should order, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to wait for you.
I don't know where she at. I hit her
Or
up.
text her and see what she want.
Yeah.
And same thing as before, just here has the Cooper Sharp. If you want to try that, and they have the Wiz. So you don't want to try something different.
She wanted something with Wiz.
Yeah, I know Mimi wants
No
Wiz.
ketchup.
Hey, yo,
So she probably wants salt.
Great.
Uh,
It's a big
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of lint on the side of your face.
Fucking hoodie.
Yep. Use your,
Hold
use
on,
your mirror.
I got you, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's all over your hat too. Yeah, it's the hoodie.
It's the
It's
hoodie.
the hoodie. I hate that.
I said, thankfully, it's the back of the hat. So
Yeah, so Mimi probably salt, pepper,
See,
mayo,
This is what I meant to ask.
onions, and Wiz.
Salt pepper is never part of my regular order.
Oh really?
Is that always been? Because I've never.
Well, I mean, because the other thing is that the meat is fresh.
Okay.
So see, if you're doing like a steak or something like that, it's already been seasoned. Since this is fresh meat, it's like when you make boneless chicken. So Lawry's or whatever you add to it. So
Okay.
it really is about, if you say salt and peppers, because it's fresh.
Okay.
So you just want to make sure it's seasoned good. Somebody may not want to season it. They may want bland steak or chicken. So
Right.
then you
Don't
don't
do that,
ask for
bro.
salt and pepper.
Shots fired.
Don't do
No.
that.
I mean, I gotta season my chicken. I can't eat just bland chicken.
No.
You know what I mean? So same thing with meat. So, but if you didn't, but other places that may not make it fresh like that, then the meat is the frozen stuff is already. You know what I mean? It already has the seasoning in it. So
Classic.
Philly. So we used to go to the Civic Center here in Philly.
Spectrum
Those
as
all-
well.
The Spectrum was more so WWF.
That's where I was.
The Civic Center was the NWA,
NWA stuff. Word.
Do y'all still do?
You have money.
Scaffold
You at the
matches
Spectrum.
and-
Shout out to
So
my mama.
I'm never doing a match. However,
They do wrestlers still
there are a
do-
bunch of gimmick matches. Hell in a Cell, I think, will be the most comparable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell is.
Hell in a Cell.
You ever see the thing? You remember Cactus Jack?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you know Mankind.
Yeah.
You ever see where Undertaker threw him off the?
Yeah.
That was Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a big
They
ass.
also got a joint called Elimination Chamber, which is a bigger structure, and the actual pods where they like time release and let niggas out, and the match is bigger as the time goes on. Those are, I think, are the
It was
two
probably the biggest share.
equivalents to like a scaffold match.
Well,
where you
something
can throw
you
something
remember
on.
too is War Games.
Yeah.
They still do War Games every
They've
year
been
in
bringing that
November.
back,
Do they still do cage matches? Or that's just played out?
The War Games.
They have different types of cage matches now. Yeah, War Games is 2 cages. You got Hell in a Cell, which is like a giant cage that covers the ring and some of the outside, and you got the Elimination Chamber where people just crap. You know. If you haven't watched in a while, I guarantee you haven't seen anything like the Elimination Chamber. So you definitely want to tap into that. Yeah, you've never seen anything like that.
All right, let me find out. Let me find out. Now look, we doing the wrestling, but we gotta do some hip hop.
Okay.
What you banging right now, man?
I mean, I'm gonna give the same answer that everybody truthfully is going to give, and that's old stuff,
Okay.
right? But even on the way up here, I've been listening to a lot of go-go.
Okay. I ain't mad about that.
Yeah, yeah,
The
it's-
funny thing about go-go, because a lot of times on Twitter, I'm accused of being East Coast biased.
You probably are.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
You can't help your situation.
No,
You
no,
can't help
no.
your
East Coast
situation.
bias to me. This is why I have to be an English teacher half the time on Twitter.
Right.
East Coast bias to me would be you saying, "Kill, I got this dope West Coast artist I want you to hear," and I'm like, "Nah, I don't mess with West Coast artists."
Right.
That
Right.
would be East Coast bias.
See, I think that's an extreme case. But like, I think a normal case of East Coast bias is what's better, Reasonable Doubt or Doggy Style, and you say Reasonable Doubt fast.
But see,
No, I
then
think-
then you're assuming that that's the reason. Like somebody was like, "I don't have Ice Cube in my top 10." They like, "Oh, that's East Coast bias."
Well, see, now,
I think what people don't understand is the difference between taste and bias. So they want other people to validate their taste, and that's not going to happen. Just like you're biased towards your taste, which is why you're looking for it in the world, and you want everybody to tell you that you're right. They can't tell you that. They can tell you that they agree, but you can't tell them that you're right because nobody's going to validate your taste. It's
And
gonna
see,
be
that's
their
the thing
taste.
with me. I don't give a fuck if people agree with me or not. Like I like being by
This is
myself.
what I
I
like.
like being the
Right.
only person. But that to me would be biased. Like I'm not even gonna listen to who you're telling me is dope because of where they're from. If you say Beans is not your favorite rapper, I'm not gonna scream West Coast bias if you was from Compton or something like that. It won't even enter my mind to even be like, you don't like Black Thought? West Coast bias, Texas bias, down south bias.
Right.
You just don't like them.
but you know what's ill is you almost have to come from a place that doesn't have a home team to really see other folks' bias.
Well, here's the thing too that I would say about that, and the reason why I was saying that because you was talking about banging go-go, and I was saying this is a show called Blind Spot, I think on Stars, or whatever, and it's based in Oakland, and the hip hop of Oakland is really a big part of the show. So I'm watching the show and I'm like, yo, who's that? I'm Shazam. I'm like, Too Short.
Right.
I'm like, Too Short. You know, E40. Like I'm like, yo, these some good songs.
They playing some
But,
EA Ski and Earth.
but they probably was. But here's the thing: seeing it in that element made me enjoy it and like it more. Similar to Go-Go, because when I first came down to Morgan, everybody was like Go-Go, Go-Go, and I was like Go-Go whack.
Right.
Similar to The Wire, when Boy told Stringer, you ain't ever been to no joint up in Oxon Hill. You go to a go-go, me working in D.C. for the past 24 years, I love go-go.
Right.
But if I never experienced it, see, to me, some music you have to
Gotta
experience.
be environment. Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, you didn't have to be in Compton to experience NWA. To like it.
I don't know, but
So
I think not to like them, but I bet you it's different if you from there.
No, definitely. But what I mean, is to like. I liked Outkast before I even moved to Atlanta. Now, when I moved to Atlanta for a year, I experienced Outkast and it made me like them even more because now I could understand what they were saying. I didn't know what the package store was when he said that before. I'm like, the package store is closed. What does that mean? But then I moved there and I see that's the liquor store. I'm like, nigga, why are you trying to send something to Fat Ass? Why are you tripping? Just think the next day. I thought that was the package store. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so you get there and you experience. So I think some music you just have to experience. I think that Oakland music, you just got to experience certain things. So a lot of times, I tell people it's not always a bias. It's just I'm sorry that all my family was in Philly and Brooklyn.
Right.
That's all I know. I don't know. I never went to Houston. I've never been to Houston, so I can't. I'm sure if I grew up in Houston and I drank lean, I would really mess with a lot of chopped and screwed stuff.
I accidentally ended up at a live Raw Flip show 2 weeks ago.
How did you accidentally end up at a live little flip show?
So
I
we
thought he was about to say he
yeah.
accidentally drank lean. That was something.
Yeah,
else.
that was
So
completely different
no, but the
direction.
nigga Little Flip had this double cup. So we in Philly, Gillian Wallow had a celebrity basketball game
Okay.
in Anne Arundel County.
Okay.
Right? In school my nephew went to. And so we were like, all right, well, we ain't doing nothing. Let's go. It's Gilly Wallow. AJ Francis was there. And so we went there, and all of a sudden, halftime, I was like, I know, yo. He's walking around. He's got the stupidest, biggest necklace. I know he got the double cup. I'm like, all right, it's not Slim Thug. I seen yo before. And then all of a sudden, flip. I was like, they about to have a Little Flip concert right here. Niggas are still at the concession stand and everything. It wasn't, people didn't stop doing what he was doing.
Right.
They're like, oh, Little Flip. All right. And that was the
show?
Yeah, that was at a halftime show.
But how was it?
It was a Little Flip rapping.
Is that East Coast bias?
Right.
No,
Right? You see what I'm saying? Is that East Coast bias?
I'm from Maryland, man. We really haven't seen.
But yo,
But you can have a
East
bias.
Coast,
Everybody
that's
can have a
East Coast.
bias.
Maryland is the East Coast?
No, it's technically, but we're Mid-Atlantic. We don't, New York niggas
See,
don't
that's that
exist.
that's
where's
that
the
wrestling
Mid-Atlantic?
talk right there.
Where is the
He said
Mid-Atlantic?
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
That's wrestling talking right there. That's wrestling talk.
We Mid-Atlantic because we too south to be north and too south.
funny
to
thing
But
be
you know what's the
north.
funny thing about North and
I
South?
never understood
They
y'all
can still
being
be on
south.
the East.
It's below the Mason-Dixon.
Right,
Where's the
but
Mason
in
Dixon?
hip hop, the regions don't work.
I
Like
never knew what that was.
Mason Dixon.
I mean, I know it's a line, but I mean, I never knew. I always, growing up in Philly, I thought South was like, I started with Virginia. But I never considered Maryland or D.C. like
The funny thing
South.
is, ain't the Mason-Dixon line around here
It
somewhere?
goes through
Delaware?
northern
It's
Maryland
Delaware?
and Delaware.
It's that, I didn't realize.
Huh?
Underneath Maryland. It's not. See.
It's above.
No, nobody know where it is. We ain't- none of us did good in geography. I see. None of us was paying attention in high school.
We got
geography.
computers in our pockets.
What happened?
Under 7 is amazing.
Wow.
I can't take another bite.
All right, I feel you. All right, tell me this. The amount of music that's coming out right now is astounding. People are putting out 4 albums a year with their eyes closed. Do you think that's good for hip hop? Is it bad for hip hop? Does it make you get tired of somebody quicker?
I think so because music isn't just fighting with music anymore, right? Everything is content. So content is fighting for content. I can't listen to an album and watch the Freaking Nick documentary on Hulu at the same time. Right. So I'm probably cut the Hulu off and listen to some Hulu. But no, I think the amount of content really just it waters down the need for content. But as long as it's good,
Right.
it don't matter. Give me all 4 albums if it's good. Now if you start putting out like, look, I made this in the basement while I was waiting between. I don't want to hear that.
Now tell me this. Key word you said is good. I like good. So if you have an artist who's a 5 mic artist, like what do you expect from Steph Curry, stat line wise?
Oh, he's gonna ball. He's gonna go crazy.
You take the sun out, get nice seats. You want to see Steph drop what?
His jersey.
No. I mean, point wise. Like you want to see
30.
You
I wanna
30,
see his
you wanna-
jersey, yeah.
Now, if he gives you 18, that's a good night, but that ain't a Steph Curry.
Correct. But if he's dropping good every time, I don't need a masterpiece every time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just going down the road. That good song gets you to the gas station.
Is that the problem with? Because a lot of people are they trying to chase great and they only getting good and
I
they
don't
getting
think
frustrated.
I don't think people are chasing great. I think people are chasing the bag.
Yep.
So if you chasing the bag, you know me, I'm golden. So if you want to chase the bag, then I gotta drop as much music as possible.
Right.
But the problem is you're not living. We don't love Tribe as much as we do if we got People's, Low and Midnight all in the same year.
Right.
Why? Because they're gonna be 3 different albums because they haven't lived, they haven't grown, you haven't seen different things. After People's Instinctives, they went on tour.
Facts.
They got outside New York.
See
I got
the
more
world.
to write about.
Yeah.
You know, I done seen more things. So that's why we got those albums. We don't get those 3 different albums in the same year because they're the same people.
But I do think what he said is true though, is that like no matter how much content you put out, if it's good,
Yeah, people are fine with
that's going to be the thing that matters. But it's a combination of what everybody was saying though, because we are in an era where people feel like they have to put out as much content as possible, and it ends up being the same content as somebody else. So it's just like they want to put their name on whatever the hot content is. And if they're doing something different and good, I'll listen to 4 different albums out of the year, but it has to be unique to them. And I think that's the part that people are missing, is that they don't have a thing that's their thing that you can only get from them. You can only get it when they're ready to give it, because you can get that thing from everybody.
That's real good. That's I'm sorry. That's why West Side Gun and them still rock. Because I'll take 4 Gun albums in a year because I know what I'm gonna get, and I know I'm gonna rock with that at some point.
Right. And see, to me, I'm almost the flip.
Okay.
Because it's like people think Philadelphians eat cheesesteaks every day.
Right.
We really don't.
Somebody is in
We don't.
cheesesteak, eating a cheesesteak in Philly at every single second of the day, so it's okay.
So, but the thing is
Somebody
that,
eating a pizza too.
but the thing is, at a certain point, I need a break from this.
Right.
So the artist who drops once a year, who gives me 12 songs, I'm good with. I can take Pusha T selling coke 12 times a year. But
it's
if
on
he
that one
dropped
album.
5 albums a year,
Right.
that's now 5 times 12. I suck at math. Y'all, thank you, 60. That's 60 times a year that I gotta take Pusha T. Now I'm kind of tired of Pusha T.
Right.
It's almost like eating the same stuff every day. Eventually you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm tired of eating that animal. He'll take me somewhere else. So I think that may be, and I don't think enough MCs have enough styles to be like, oh, I'm gonna give you this album today, now I'm gonna give you this album tomorrow, I'm gonna give you this style album the next day. So then it's like I'm still getting like that's some Kendrick shit. Like
You gotta
I'm
be the
getting
right type
3
of
different-
artist, yeah.
But if you the same artist that has the same flow and has the same style, I can almost not want to hear from you again. I
Right.
love Conway. Conway dropped like, I think we just did the math, it was like 16 albums in 7 years.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's work. That's what I'm saying.
For example, Nas gave you 17 albums in 30 years.
Right.
So when you look at that, it's like, is that a good thing to give 17 albums or 16 albums in 8 years?
Right.
But I don't know if you can compare the 2 eras, right? Because it's much easier to put out an
Oh
album.
no,
now.
because of course now, because back in the day, you'd have to press them up, you had to get CDs made. Now all I gotta
Market
do
and
is
all
just
that, yeah.
upload it straight
But even
to
that too is
YouTube.
like the life of an album is not that long, because like, you know, Nas, what did Cole say, like one hot album every 4 years or something?
It was elaborate, right?
But it was like they were spaced out, right? Those albums were spaced out, and then he did what, King 1, 2, and 3, like back to back to back. So even he is speeding up his pace to keep up with.
But it's a
what the
good
era
once
is.
a year. Like to me, the perfect thing is give me your album once a year.
It
That's,
is- it is
that's
a
how
good-
I grew up.
It is
Like,
a good once a year, but like we didn't grow up with like a good once a year, really, right? Like
Nah, how old are you?
I'm 38.
See, I'm 50. So the era I grew up in, we.
He hit the damn. That's crazy.
This nigga hit me with the Don Cheadle.
I don't want to be on camera the whole time. I'm over here. I'm eating cheesesteak. The disrespect.
I knew it was gonna go bad when they started saying the actual numbers. I said, Greg, how old is you? Eating? Greg, one of the youngest here. Greg said,
I didn't hit a milestone yet.
Yo.
I'm in between milestones.
So at 50 and 88, we was getting 1 album a year. We got a Big Daddy Kane album maybe 1 every year, 1 year and a half. So and we didn't get tired of that. Like that 1 album held us down for that year and change until we got the next one. So you know, it's just all about the age difference is gonna be about how you're raised. You know what I mean? And that's where we're stuck at. I tell people, my grandmother raised me to be very polite. I'm at McDonald's, yes ma'am, no ma'am. This may be a 15-year-old girl, but I'm still saying ma'am just because of that. So even though times have changed, because ain't nobody polite no more,
No.
that's just what's embedded in me. So what's embedded in me is that year, like that time to give me a chance to be like, I miss being able to say like, damn, when I'm gonna get a new such and such album?
that's
I don't
dangerous
get that.
though.
Why?
But that's really dangerous because in that time, if that second one ain't right, now you whack.
But the thing,
You whack for a
but
year.
you know what the thing was, bro? That's where the pressure was.
Yeah.
Pressure is good. It's good to have pressure.
Pressure
Like,
make
it's good
diamonds,
to
yeah.
have people expecting greatness of you because then you know that that's what you got to achieve. March Madness. I know it's one and done.
Cannot lose.
Like there is no 7-game series. I can't take a night off. I
Right.
can't. It's one and done. You know, NFL football, one and done. Like and to
WrestleMania.
me, that's the biggest. Yeah, WrestleMania. So to me, that pressure is what makes it even better. So yeah, you're right. It is a lot of pressure because if I drop a dud, like Craig Mack said, I may not be around next year.
Yeah.
Which made you bring your A game.
You had to.
Same way with being a student. You ain't get four or five chances to take a test like in school. It's like, yo, I got a test tomorrow. Better study. The pressure's on.
Right.
Let me perform. You know what I mean? So for me, I mean, I guess it's just about like if you get tired of something. But for you, like you said, you don't get tired of the West Side Gun.
Right.
No matter if you drop 4 hours a year. Whereas to me, it's like Golden Corral. It's like all this food is being made 24/7. It's not that good.
Right.
I mean, it's good. It's
good.
edible, but it ain't Chris.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel you.
I want that set. You sat down, you took some time. What am I right about? Okay, I'm going through this. Fine tape. No news is good news. I think that's an amazing album.
Absolutely.
Because he's not just barring you. He's talking about getting married. He's talking about black men's health. He's talking, getting remarried. Real life stuff. You're not getting that from a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? And I think at 50, that's just, and again, for me, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear music with the bars, but I also want to hear music that I can relate to too.
Hey,
but we
before
gonna say,
that,
I was gonna say-
send it to Andre 3000. I'm sorry.
Because you say you're not getting real life, stuff out of a lot of dudes, but I think it's just that we just don't relate to what they're going through in their real life. 'Cause that's another part of it too, right? Because like, if I'm not gonna expect the dude who's always partying to give me something thought-provoking, because like you say, you're not sitting down experiencing a life that's actually reality to me.
right.
You know what I mean? It's real to him because he's popping bottles every day, he's spending money, meeting strippers, doing all that. So he's literally just talking about all he's seeing, but he put the blinders up on himself. It's not that it's not reality or real life, it's just that I don't relate to it.
Right. I know what you're saying.
I don't relate to it.
Another half is half these rappers don't even live that life. They live that life for the videos. Then they go back to living their regular everyday life. You know what I mean? The average rapper ain't popping bottles all the time like that. But I also think at the end of the day, it's like I always say, what speaks to you? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, yo, like the West Side Gun, Supreme Blind Tell is a 5 mic classic album to me. But since then, I feel like he's, like he said, he's being a curator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Indeed.
it's like now it's not more so him rapping, but him putting Rome
putting
Streets and
people
other
on,
people
yeah.
on, which is dope. Which is like, but thank you for giving me the heads up, so I'm not popping in your album expecting
I'll
to
check
hear
for you next year, yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
That's what I posted today. What'd that say?
Do you want to hide something from me? Put it on the future. So
No, actually, I was gonna say because we've been here hours and nobody mentioned that Kendrick verse at all
what Kendrick verse?
on the Future song. Nobody heard
Future
that
song.
Yeah, he dissed
on the Future.
He dissed Cole.
Drake and Cole.
Yeah, he was shooting
Recently?
it today.
Today.
I woke up and it was on the timeline. He was giving actual facts.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I said it. I was like, oh, because I would have never known unless they
He
was
straight
everybody
this Cole, like by name, or is this some old? I'm dissing the dude
No,
who's
no,
light
no.
skinned with dreads.
Listen,
and
No. He's talking about top shotters and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
he said,
he's
what's the song that they just did together?
Oh yeah, yeah.
First
First person shooter. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said something about first person
Yeah.
shooters. Directly, he mentioned them. I knew it was going to be a problem when they went on tour together and he wasn't involved. It's like not inviting Bernie Mac to the Kings of Comedy. Like,
Right.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a problem.
Right.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Hey, it's good for hip hop, man. It's good
I like
for hip hop. And the good thing is none of them are killers, so everybody should live.
Right.
Oh, like
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're all just regular good dudes.
It'll just be
I'm
all
gonna be
right.
honest.
Man,
it'll
laugh
be-
about it.
I'm gonna be honest. The person, I think the person should be cool. The
That
person
is-
who has the
that's the
reputation
plus.
is like that's the plus. Nobody like that. Most liable to do something to somebody. It'll be something done to somebody.
What happened?
I think out of those people, the person that they has the perception of being the soft in that bunch probably has the most like, hey, go holler.
Drake.
Yep. Put the call in.
Yep. Uncle J Prince.
Get him.
Uncle J Prince.
The look the look the look
Did the salt pepper ketchup?
Yeah.
It's good. This is good. Oh, it's not full.
Oh.
It's not full.
Gadget, have you had one from here before?
Long time ago.
Are we still rolling?
This is not full.
If you come to that block party at Suplex Wrestling, this is right around the corner.
Oh, word?
Oh yeah, they on South Street, right around the corner.
Oh, we right by
About a 5-10 minute walk from here.
This is why I always tell boys.
10 if you're walking slow.
This is why I always tell boys. If you down
Come here,
South Street, you might as well just come around
get a
the
cheesesteak,
corner over here.
go right around the corner of
Hell
South
yeah,
Street.
This is
Suplex Wrestling's having a block party from 12 to 6 on Saturday. West Side's Guns gonna be there. Whole lot of merch is gonna be there. Title belts, everything you want. So if you're going to that block party, come here and get your cheesesteak first.
Yeah, that's a fact.
4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
All right, what was John's?
5.
John's was 5, so this is right behind John's.
Yeah.
Kyle, what about you?
I'm the other way. I think this may be the 5 and the other way. I like John's as well, but this is it for me.
That's it. Matt, which one you got?
This one? This one.
It's the Cooper Sharp,
Oh,
right?
yeah. That government cheese is fire. The white government cheese. The white government cheese.
Greg, what you got?
This one's up for me too.
This is
I
better?
gave Johns, out of the Roman Reigns matches, I gave Johns to Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna let that record stand, but this one's gonna be Edge and Daniel Bryan main event. We stacked them, pinned them both at the same time, set off the hottest run in wrestling history. I'm gonna give this the Roman Reigns versus Edge and Daniel Bryan.
You might even want this stuff. I ain't even gonna lie.
Nah,
Hey,
man,
Dale said 4.
No. This is a 4.5. To me, all my top 5 is 5 mics.
But this your 4.
Yeah, but this is my number 4 spot in
I
Philly.
need the other 2.
Dog, that's another app.
That's the next
That's
episode.
another app.
Because I need to see the other 2 gotta be superb.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This I ain't even a hole went down this pause.
Hey, so let me ask you a question, cuz. Do you think you would rate this as high if you ain't had the meat in your mouth at that current time?
What?
You act just like your mother.
I'm telling. She down here too. I'm telling.
You act just like your mother. Stop.
Insanity.
The actual mess.
Alright, we gotta wrap this back.
Next time you gotta get the pizza.
Yeah.
I'm about to order that motherfucker right now. And wait for it.
You know what? If you order it, I might have to order it too.
How long did the piece take? A half hour?
Yeah, we be out.
It'll probably be
It'll
quicker.
probably be-
It'll probably be quicker because you see there's no line.
Yeah. Like the lunch line is dead now, so.
But I got it. I wonder if I should just order my shit for it because I like this motherfucker better.
The look the look